Hello and welcome to another iSaham video tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how you can purchase IPOs through MITI. A little bit of a disclaimer, this method is only applicable for bumiputeras. First off, you'll want to be on sahamonline.miti.gov.my, and secondly, you'll want to log in. The first thing you'll see would be a list of IPOs being offered. As you can see, there's only one being offered, which is Kim Hin Joo Malaysia Berhad, and they are issuing 38 million units at a price of 0.45 a unit. And of course, their bank advisor is UOB Kay Hian Securities. And the most important step is the closing date. So that means you have to apply for this before the 6th of May 2019, and you have to make sure that you print out all of the forms, sign them, and make sure they arrive to the office before this date. And of course, your action would be to apply. As you can see right here, I already clicked the button and I've already applied for my shares. The second thing you'll want to do is get to know what is Kim Hin Joo. You click on this little exclamation mark, and there you go. It'll come out all of the information of the company. It writes the same information as just now: how many shares are being issued, how much the price is, and the most important part is the main activity of the company. So as you can see right here, if you read it or skim through it a little bit, you'll find out they are a distributor for baby products, and also they are the company Mother Care. So from this little section, what you have to remember is this is the most important part: the activity of the company. Getting to know your company lets you know how the business is affected by seasonal changes. Now, if you would click on apply here, then an application form like this should appear. You can scroll lower and look at the checklist over here. You're going to have to know what you have to add to this form to make it complete. First, you're going to need a printed application form for individual investors. Secondly, you're going to have financial statements. Financial statements for what? First, you're going to have your 3-month bank statement from any bank that you have. Secondly, you're going to have a latest statement from ASB, either it being online or through ASNB branches. Thirdly, you're going to have a printed statement from Tabung Haji or 3 recent pages from your Tabung Haji book. For the third step, if you're a government worker, you'll need a letter of approval signed by your head of department. In some cases, it is not necessary for you to add this in. You could just say you forgot, but you should include it, especially if it is easy for you to obtain it from your supervisor or maybe branch manager. For the fourth step, you're required to have a monthly report from Bursa Malaysia. You can actually find this through your email with the title Your CDS Notice Statement, as shown right here. And the second last step is a copy of your IC or birth certificate, anything that can prove that you're a Bumiputera. And lastly, this checklist must be printed out and included with your application form. Now, once you've completed your checklist, you're going to have to scroll down lower and check the second page. You're required to send your full application to this address, which is Pengarah Bahagian AKI and Seranta Kementerian Perdagangan Antarabangsa and Industri, Aras 15, Menara MITI, Nombor 7, Jalan Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah 50480, Kuala Lumpur. And you're required to double check your personal information over here, which is name, IC number, address, and also phone numbers, including your email. And moving on to the final page, we have pengakuan, which is admittance. First of all, you have to admit that all facts are true. If any fact is false, my application will be withdrawn. And of course, you have to be Bumiputera. And if you do not receive any answer from MITI within 2 months after the closing date of the share, that means that your application was unsuccessful. And of course, you're gonna have to fill in the date here and sign here. Now you can finally print it and send it off through the mail. That is all for today. Thank you very much for watching and happy trading.